with President Biden. Things not looking up for the commander-in-chief exactly 1 year out from the midterms as Americans deal with soaring inflation and empty store shelves. Nearly 60% say they disapprove of Joe Biden's job performance. Only 38% approve. And roughly half of independents think the president has done a worse job than they even expected.
Well, it's about
adding to the president's headache, the rising price of gas. Biden is considering shutting down another oil pipeline despite runaway prices, and his energy secretary claims there's not much the White House can do to ease
without
pain at the
knowing
pump.
Minimax.
Could the average gas price in America
keep
be
it still,
$4 a gallon in the United
all
States?
The power, all the
We certainly hope not. Presidents all over this. Of course,
Cut
every
out the
president
money.
is frustrated because they can't
YF
control the
over
price of
X that thing
gasoline
in a
because it's a
three-phase motor,
global market.
rocket.
The president blaming the press while suggesting most people don't understand the supply crisis.
What I'm going to try to do is explain to the American people as best I can. And by the way, you all write for a living.
And then you're going to go, oh, but you don't know.
I haven't seen anyone here explain the supply chain very well.
There's files of stuff where it's
No, I'm not being critical.
They didn't test this.
I'm being deadly earnest. When your editor says, explain the supply chain.
I would have tested. A hillbilly gorilla like me would have walked into SpaceX and gone, what in the hell are you boys doing?
See, whenever the politicians start talking about a communications problem instead of the fact problem, I get a little suspicious.
Yeah, Biden shouldn't be mocking Americans for not understanding current events. Dana, that's my job.
They were tractor forces.
But this is the reason we have the supply chain crisis, and if you don't know, now you do. Biden and his buddies a couple years back put all the American factories in China, in Asia, and now we have a problem with the shipping. If we stayed here in the Western Hemisphere, we wouldn't have this type of problem. And he doesn't understand supply and demand. They're just trying to kill this Line 5 pipeline in Canada. Say you kill it tomorrow, right? We don't go green tomorrow. You're still going to have to truck and train all the gas to the United States. That's going to raise costs, and it's going to increase emissions. And this poll is a catastrophe for Democrats. He's at 38% approval on the economy. He's in the low 30s. In COVID, he's underwater. In immigration, he's in the teens. He's in the 20s in,
Solomon's
I think, foreign policy. And then most of Democrats, a lot of them, big chunk, and a lot of independents don't even want him to run.
I mean, if you're just
and they think he's an incompetent failure, and then so you turn your attention to number two, Kamala Harris. She's in the 20s, Dana.
Elon dropped some number with
Twitter. Polls come out about
president in modern American history. These guys should be pissed.
That's why a lot of Democratic donors are now
we had other
options. Kamala,
these would have been the forward options. They're still the front runner.
So he gets the nomination in 2024. That sets up a huge cage match.
Death battle, bro. Fucking Goku. I mean, it's like Goku blew up something. He took out a mountain. We know nuking Mars. We know tons of TNT would be that result. Added to the paper, it's resumes on jobs. Those would be the timelines. Obviously living on the laurels. Security risk defense stock on hidden paper. Whip it out. Draw a pay stub on that. Now, why do you think that that's fucking sensible for the cut down on this? There you have one person making $150,000 in the photon that you add to this reach potential equation right here.
And then we find out it turns out not only the Democratic Party fund the dossier, the Democrats put the lies in the dossier. And he plans on paying certain illegals millions of dollars. Imagine if they covered this president like they covered the last
12
president.
To 13.
This would have been reverberating everywhere.
I always like to talk to you on Mondays.
That's who the fuck I am.
Because you like it's got a pent up energy and that's
a long weekend.
I loved it.
It's like that's where you need to go. When you're bigger than that, you don't want me to use that against you. Why don't you fucking send a review through your set?
You're going to pass it.
You'll pay out week after week for leaks in the line, for bullshit until some bigger bulldog than you, because some dick you're trying to suck a click you're getting into won't put up with your shit either anymore. Because they'll look at a guy like you and go, what are you doing with the husband?
That's his home.
What are you doing with your crew, your horses? I walk in there and that shit's so stable.
But it's like he doesn't know what's going on, whether it is the $450,000 payout or the supply chain. It's like he's kept in the dark like a rare organic mushroom, and then he's kind of like wheeled out like a doddering old consultant for a few hours, and then he floats around, checks his watch until it's his nap. But that's factored into the presidency. They know what they're getting, and they're allowing other people to run the show. It's just that we don't know who
when you
it
asked
is.
about standing mile on this, the grade for the question come up because of failure and brief for an after action report was a cutoff on a can. It was in the palette. Somebody come and grade it, ask the grader. It was like second look.
Biden, it's naturally to see a decline in polls because every president has a honeymoon,
death touch,
and
the
there's only so
bottom
much you can say
brick, the
about the
middle
person's dog,
tread,
right?
because it's
but
perfect.
Trump never had a honeymoon.
I get paid the same to do the
that's true,
rock,
and I love that.
and for me,
The
I'm
opposite
looking
of
at
a
the mud
honeymoon,
puddle
which
that's
is what
over
you
there
call
anyways.
marriage.
No.
That's the satire.
You had a good weekend, I see.
Yes, I see. Harold, I have a theory.
And so those were
but
the
when asked for
operations.
the infrastructure bill, the president did get a legislative win. It happened on Friday
this
night.
is part
and
of the pay
I
it
think
cuts
that
out
one
into
of the
time
things is,
because
if you look at
times
that
would
bill,
be
they had the
tread.
votes for all of that in
the
April.
tread rock is
But they
there,
decided
the
to
board
wait. And so what
materials
happened
making
since
it
then? You
down
had the
through the
supply
ones
chain
and
crisis,
zeros, because
inflation,
otherwise it's
you have
just stack that whole
Afghanistan,
build. No, we're just gonna
amongst
run
other
all
things
day,
that are
turn
going
off
on,
the thing, let
immigration.
Guilford and
And
Bob
so
take it down.
the infrastructure bill passes, and it's
Now,
sort of
you
like
leave
not
my
even a
crew
blip.
alone.
But
Touch
could it help the
nothing unless you
president
go
sort
on
of regain
grocery
some
store
footing?
and give me a whole bunch
You're
of
the only one
Marines
here
you
who's been in the
won't
White
put in
House
here
and
for
worked
boot camp,
closely
and then you
with
can
the
make them
president.
fucking run
I think
one-on-one,
it's
watch each other in
Jesse
ROTC from the other side on this, then
Visited
have them
Trump
go
on a
change
number
the
of
saw
occasions.
operation because
It's
they
true.
were.
Got the swag.
It got a lot
Merry
of swag.
Christmas, you found war.
If we were
Oh,
sitting here,
yeah,
if
you
I'm
would,
invited
'cause
back
this
to
would hit the
February
go
and
button.
March,
I mean,
he
as soon as
is,
you turn
with
this-
these numbers, we have a real problem. You got primaries already taking place in the country. So I think
Well,
there's a
Ted
way
just
for this to
looked at
turn
that.
around. There's no
you
doubt
pay
they
for
should have done
everything
this
you
back
break it,
in
American- no,
May,
I heard
June,
it.
July,
Well,
July,
we're gonna win
August,
this
September,
war.
when they
You
had
guys-
could
Had the
have
votes.
potentially influenced the outcome of some of these elections. The other thing is Democrats have got to push the reset button themselves and realize voters vote in federal elections, but they live local lives. Crime, public education, jobs, cost of living. You have to confront
Look at that
and
big one.
meet
Let's
people
tear
where
up
they
the
are in
backyard.
their lives. There's nothing wrong with talking about the
there's
national issues.
strength tests
Two,
are camp
Democrats and
guy
Republicans,
at
Trump is
Ted's.
no longer
You know,
the
it doesn't
factor
work
in the
in the
midterms,
results.
if you
I'm
want. When
in
Youngkin has given
airborne training,
Republicans
parachute.
a path, have given
I've been out of
Republicans a
Ted's for a while,
playbook.
different
And
muscle,
Democrats
different
think all you
numbers.
need to do is raise Donald Trump's name and you're going to
Me
fire
and
people.
Treads, we got
It's
a
not the
special
case. You
relationship.
saw an
But
African-American
anyway,
woman
I
and a
catch you
Hispanic
with
man also
250
elected
on
in
the
the
river
Commonwealth of
weed
Virginia,
eating
Lieutenant
blackberry
Governor,
bushes
and
and
the Attorney
wild
General.
roses.
Racializing everything so quickly, not the right thing.
And that's
You
the real
got to
job,
meet people where
because
they
that
are going to
really
talk about the
happens,
things
no
that
matter how
matter
big
to
a
them
bad
and that they
get,
care
King
about.
Kong.
And a funny thing happens.
You will
Black
need
people,
somebody
white
to do
people,
that
brown
around
people,
here.
other color people, we all want the same thing. We don't want to pay
Nobody
more
wants
for
to burn
bread.
rocks.
Jesse doesn't want to pay
Everybody
more for
wants to
gas.
be a
Craig
master
doesn't want to
mason,
pay
so it's
more for
time to be
anything.
a
And nor do
master
any of my
mason shit.
African American or white friends want that. Meet people where they are, have an agenda, and bring people together.